Yeah, that's not in all the way.
Now, the lug studs, 22 millimeter. Break these on the ground, lift the vehicle, support it with your jack stands and your jack. This right here, I think the old one is actually a 36 mil. This one was a 34 mil. What you're going to have to do is get yourself a really skinny flathead. Get it in here like this. Get your hammer, punch it out. Punch that little lock piece out. Then this is a size 22 on this side, size 7/8 on this side. Breaker bar half drive. Break both of these, 1 and 2. This is a size 19. Make sure you spray this also with some Creole, and then hit it with a wire brush. Any of these rusty threads can cause this to stop, and then you'll have a big problem. So get your 19 mil like this, put it on. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and then you break that thing off. This right here is a 3/4. Bam. What you do is, remember, you gotta go to your left or your right and get a hammer, smack it up, it'll turn. Now we're just gonna start taking everything apart. So first things first is we're going to remove this nut. Good. It's not coming up. We got something for that. I'm using a socket to hold it in place and see if we can force this thing off. There we go. She's out. Good. Let's turn that steering wheel again, which we can do just like that now that this is out. Okay. 22 mil right here. I'm gonna start working you out. Hold that in place. And we're just gonna turn this off. Okay. Good. The part is actually popping these things out. Now, came out pretty easy. That's good. And you came out pretty easily. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna support this. So first things first, let us finish removing this screw. You might have to reuse this. I don't think we will, but just good to get idea to keep it, and then make it straight, just like that. Okay. Now let's start removing these. Spin these bad boys out. Sorry. Get this under your lower control arm, just like that, so that take the weight off of it. And you should spin right on out, just like that. Just like that. Pops right out. Now, I want to make sure that there's no stress on this. We're just gonna pop this on out. I'm gonna push you like that. And now we can actually tilt it this way. It's easier to tilt it that way. Now that that's out, we're gonna get a bungee cord right here, and we're gonna tie it right here and right here. That's to support it. Now we need to get underneath it here and pop that out. There we go. Almost out. And you're out. Good. Whew. Huh?
I said you're making me tired.
Okay. And now I can just pull you on just like that. This right here is our tire rod. Now, I'm not gonna remove this yet. Make sure the best way you're gonna get this as close to being in spec is if you get the same exact size. So we're gonna try to get the same exact size. We're gonna make sure we keep that nut on there, keep everything on there. This is bungee corded so that we're not putting any stress on the ABS wire or anything like that. And lastly, let's take a look at this bad axle. Now, what I simply did was, I don't know how good the quality of my video was. You basically just got to get something you can hit like that and smack it. Smack it with a hammer, and this just pops out. Now, to test it, this right here, that moves way too much. Like, that's like Jello. And this right here does the same thing. Moves like Jello, and the boot is torn. So we're gonna go and get our new stuff, and we'll be back. Now, get some brake clean, and we're gonna spray that shaft. That will help it slide on. And we're also gonna check for any play, and it doesn't have any play. So that those prop shafts usually don't go bad. So let's look at this. This is much firmer. Much firmer. Let's look on this side. Oh man, like barely any play. That's good. And if we look here, that thing is just everywhere. Let's get this prop shaft, and we're gonna grease all around here. That's gonna help the sleeve slide in. And we're gonna put some grease in here too. Don't need a lot. Just grease it up. That'll help everything slide into place. Good. Now, the fun part starts now. Got it in there, like so. Be careful not to tear any boots. Anything like that. There we go. And what we're gonna do here is line it up like that. And what we can do here is punch it in place. There we go. And I feel no silver sleeve. Yep, we're all the way in. Let's go into there and check. Okay, there's gonna be a little bit of the shiny sleeve that sticks out, like how we checked it last time. If that's how it's supposed to be, that's okay. But you'll feel it punch into place. Now, we can remove these bungee cords, and this will give us more slack. And what we're gonna do here is, so be careful because we don't want to tear our boot. Before I do anything else, I want to also grease our splines. Grease these splines Forgot about that. Help them slide in place. Help them slide out. Just grease those up like that. And then get this right in here. We can turn this shock tower like so. And there we go. It's in. Okay. All right. Now we are going to control the height on this and let this go down some, just like that. You don't have to play with that angle. Just like that. That looks pretty good. Now these threads aren't they're not rusty or anything, so just get a little bit of lock thread. Whoa, that's a whole lot. My goodness. Alright. Way more than I wanted to, but that's okay. Start spinning. Like that. And same concept here. Get some lock thread. And just like that. And we're going to tighten these down. There you go. Same thing down here. There we go. That is installed properly. This clip is actually broken. We're gonna zip tie this. Now we get our new thing right here and we start spinning it. Torque wrench. The actual torque spec I believe is 180 foot-pounds, which is, that's a lot. So use your half drive. Okay. Tighten that up. We're also gonna put a chop block on the other side, because as we're trying to rotate this tighten, the other wheel's gonna want to turn. So just like that. And there we go. One of the last things we got to do is finish up our tire rod, and I'm going to show you guys a trick to putting this on as accurately as possible. You're still going to have to get in alignment no matter what, but we're going to get this as accurate as we possibly can. So let's lower this back down. Okay, good. Lower that back down. We're going to turn the steering wheel this way. Actually, we're going to turn the steering wheel this way. Keep going. Just like that. As we can see here, this is as far as it's going to want to go. What's most important is that we keep the knuckle in place. The knuckle cannot be allowed to move. This is pretty, oh, it's actually about the same length right here, which is good, but the whole key to this is we can't allow this knuckle to move. So we're gonna jack this up. Usually I would use my steering wheel holder, but I don't have it with me at the moment, so we're gonna kind of jack that up to put a little bit of tension on it and slide that out. Let's make sure we put that back in. You want to make sure. Let me pop this up. There's that little bit of movement. that we're gonna have to account for, but for the most part it's in place. So let's clean this off, clean up this mount just like that. Good. If you want to count the number of turns, people do that too. I'm not going to. They're actually about the same exact length. It's actually quite surprising to see that. And we're just gonna spray this. This slides on there easy, hopefully. And just gonna hold that in place. Notice I didn't move the jam nut either. We don't want to move that much. When we install this, it should go in almost perfectly, like right there. Let me see. Now this can have a little bit of play. Move it just a bit. Okay, pull it this way, and remember that we had that little bit of play. Look at that. That's about perfect. That's about as good as you're gonna get it. Get your jam nut on here. Now this new style of nut, it has like this little rubber insert that acts like a jam that'll keep it from backing out. This one doesn't actually have a cotter pin like the other ones usually do. So let's just start it by hand to get it on there, and then we're going to use our driver here. Like that. Okay, and we're actually going to torque this to I believe it's 33 foot-pounds. Well, it might be more than that actually. Let me check. And we're going to torque this to about 40 foot-pounds. And there you go. And we're supposed to torque this to about 33 and give it a couple love taps. There you go. There you go. You're all tight. Like I said, we're gonna zip tie this. It broke off. We don't want that smacking around. To keep this from moving, see that little pinch right there? We're just gonna get that in right there. Ooh. Man. Just smash that in there so it keeps it from turning for any other reason. Other than that, you guys, we are all done here. Thanks for watching. Till next time, out.